What's up, everybody? Welcome to The Revival. My name is JJ, and I realize I'm like right in the middle of, I'm not even going to do like the intro and all that stuff, because I really just wanted to kind of just throw out this video really quick. And it's kind of like, I know I'm in the middle of doing my PS4 collection and stuff. Honestly, I figured it was going to get like, I was going to have something in between anyways, because I had, when Adrian and I do the Pixel Perspective podcast, that's going to show up in between, because the freaking PS4 collection series is going to be really long. It's like 6 videos. But there was something that I got this week, or last week, that I just had to make a video because I wanted to talk a little bit about it. And, well, I got one! I'm so excited. As you can see, it is a PS5. I'm not going to do like a full unboxing or anything like that. I've already taken this thing out. Like I said, I got it about a week ago, so I have been playing the crap out of it and using it a ton. It has been great. I think we're going to do a PS5 dedicated episode once we're done with the Xenogears one, so that'll probably be out in like January or something. So look for that on Pixel Perspective. But I'm just like so excited about it that I had to also do a video. I plan on doing this anyways, but I wanted to make sure that I got some playtime in before I get it, not just like right off the bat. First off, I have to say, because I realize there's tons of people still looking for these things, I by no means have a massive YouTube channel. I have a very, very small subscriber account and an even smaller amount of people who I regularly talk to and everything like that. Those of you who do watch and those of you who I do talk to, honestly, though, are some of the best people I have met in my life. You guys are just amazing and just so much fun to talk to, and I love talking games with you, and I love just having fun and just talking about things that we're passionate about, and it's been a blast. So I really can't I don't know what he's doing back there, but he's making noise. Anyway, I really just am so floored by the caliber of people that I've met from doing this channel. One such person did help me get this PS5, and that is Lamont. If you remember a while back, he is the guy who sent me he sent me a package in the mail with some art books and a couple of games, and I'm still floored about that, quite frankly. And this, first of all, no, he didn't give it to me. Make that clear. And even if he tried to, I would have said no. But he did reach out to me and say, "Hey, I've got 2. If you want, I will sell you one at cost, at retail, what I paid for it. And you can I'll send it to you, whatever." And I was like, "Yeah, sure," because I was looking for one. I'm still looking for one for another friend of mine. So if anybody else knows where I can get another one, I obviously jumped on the opportunity and got it, and he sent it out to me. I paid him money, and everything was cool. We've been talking about it and whatnot. And I have been playing Astro's Playroom, obviously, and also Demon's Souls. I'm going to... What are you doing? One second. Okay, so I collect Nintendo Power magazines. I think I mentioned that on the show before. I'm trying to get the entire run, and I have protective sleeves for them. And he was back there. I had some that just protective sleeves that I haven't used yet. They're sitting in their packaging still, and he was just back there swiping and chewing on them and stuff, and they were crinkling really loud. I don't know if you heard it in the video, but that's what he was doing, and that's what I had to go rescue just now. So, anyways, okay, PS5. So yeah, I've been playing Astro's Playroom and Demon's Souls. Demon's Souls, I'm not going to get into super deep, just because when Adrian and I talk about the PS5 in an upcoming episode, I am sure we'll go heavy into that, because that's the main game we've been playing. I did finish it. I'm recording this on Saturday, 28th, and I did finish it this morning. And I think I'm turning into a Souls fan. Like, I don't know if it's just because I had a much easier time with this than Dark Souls, but I really, really enjoyed it. I tried a different build, and yeah, well, I'll get into all that, but I really, really enjoyed my time with it. And I have to say, like, so, Lamont and I were talking, and he was like, you know, because he already had his first PS5, and he had already been playing it and all that stuff. And so, really, this is gonna be a thing now. There you go. You just sit down. That's all you gotta do. There you go. See, I'm in my seat. You're in yours. There you go. All right. So we were talking about how it was gonna look, and he's like, yeah, man, you're in for a big surprise because it looks great, especially if you got a 4K TV and whatnot. And I was like, yeah, I mean, it should be a big upgrade for me considering I never even got a PS4 Pro. I just had the regular PS4 from, like, you know, a year after it launched. And he was like, what? Yeah, it's going to be pretty stark. You're in for a surprise. And sure enough, man, it blew my socks off. It is gorgeous. Those videos that you see of Demon Souls, it looks that good. It really does. Throw in, like, virtually no loading times and just really quick, like, game to game, game to movie, movie to movie, anything you're doing on there, really, really quick, and it's just great. Here's the thing. As far as recommendations, I obviously say I recommend getting one eventually. Sure. I will also say, though, don't be too discouraged that you aren't able to find one at this point. That's not a knock on the system. The system is great, and oh my god, the controller is easily one of the best features of it. It's so cool. I had my girlfriend and her kids and her sister over the other night, and we were all playing games. And by the way, if you have a Switch, I highly recommend Bubble Bobble 4. With 4 people, it's so much fun, especially if you're a fan of the original on NES. It's a great game. Anyways, but they weren't here for super long, and I don't really have, like, any multiplayer games for PS5 that I can play with that many people, much less that many controllers. So I was just like, alright, we'll play Switch, but you guys really have to try the PS5 controller. So Astro's Playroom comes with a controller demo where it shows you, like, the haptic feedback and all that stuff like that. And so it has you, like, draw on the pad and like blow into it, and because there's a microphone built into the controller, and you can, like, feel the pressure on the triggers and that kind of thing. It was really, really cool. There's one part where it shows on the screen, like, a bunch of little robots going into the controller, and then you can actually, like, tilt it from one side to the other, and you can feel each individual robot falling down, like, and you can shake it and hear them all and feel them all, like, go. It's really, really weird. It's so impressive, and it's like, you really have to experience it for yourself. Happy Console Gamer, one of my favorite YouTubers, he was talking about how when he was playing Astro's Playroom, he was like, yeah, when I was, ice skating on a pond, you could actually feel like you were ice skating, in your hands, and the feeling of it. And I'm sitting here and I'm watching that, I'm like, what are you talking about? How do you feel ice skating? Like, it was just weird. And then I did it in the game, and it was like, oh my god, it feels like I'm ice skating. It's crazy with my hands. It's so nuts. But it's so good. It's so, so cool. But, as I was saying, if I went on that long tangent, there is not a necessity for this console at this point, and definitely the same with the Series X, which I don't have, but I mean, it's mainly for, like, people who are okay with testing things out, because there's a lot of things that could go wrong. Thankfully, I haven't had any of the big game-breaking bugs. The only issue that I had was when I first started it up, and I did the file transfer from my PS4. I tried to transfer over a lot, and it said it was going to take like 9 hours, so I left it on overnight, and in the morning when I went down to check on it, it said that there was an error, and it couldn't complete it, and I had to factory reset. It wasn't a big deal, because all I had done literally was just log in with my gamer tag, so what are you going to do? So I just factory reset the thing, and it was fine. Then all I did was just transfer over my saves. my game saves, and that took like 30 minutes. And that was over Wi-Fi, so I imagine other ways it's going to be quicker. But once that was done and I started playing, I haven't had any issues. I don't put it into rest mode because I'm a little worried about that one, but I just turn it off when I'm done, which isn't a big deal. It turns on super quick. It's just fine. I really I love it, but there's just not enough to warrant, like, you have to have this. It's a travesty. They don't have more of them out there, blah, 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 all that stuff. Be patient. Anything that you want to play on it, more than likely, unless you're a diehard Demon Souls fan and you're willing to spend $600 plus, don't give in to scalpers. Please, please, please don't give in to scalpers. Just do not support that at all. I think it's horrible what they do, and I do not support it in the slightest. But if you think it's worth the money to buy a whole new console for this game, and you can get your hands on one for sale price, I guess it's worth it in that case. But that's definitely not going to be everybody. And at this point, it's just, there will be more. There absolutely will be more, especially beginning of the year when you see the scalper prices come down. Less and less people need it. Less and less people are trying to profit off of it because more people have it and everything. It won't be long before you get more systems. But I would imagine you're probably going to see more of the systems themselves before you actually see like a strong lineup of games that are like, okay, now's the time to get the console. So I definitely just be patient. You don't even have to be that patient, quite frankly. I would imagine month to 2 months, they're going to be a lot easier to find. So especially after the holidays, I think we'll be okay. But if you do, like I said, if you do have like a friend who has one, or you get the chance to go to a nearby place that has a display model and you can try out the controller, that Astro's Playroom, man, give it a shot, because that controller demo alone is really, really cool. System seller, no. But it is very cool to just experience and know that eventually this is going to be neat stuff that they're going to build upon. So eventually, yeah, I guarantee you, I will say, all right, time to do it. You got to get a PS5, man. There's so many good games out there. Absolutely. So, like I said, we're going to go into a deep dive into the PS5 and our experiences so far in Pixel Perspective in a few weeks, along with the Xenogears one coming out first, and then I've got my PS4 collection still to do. I've only done 2, so there's going to be 4 total that are left. So, I mean, I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. Hope you guys got to be with family, friends, people you live with, anything like that. At least be somewhat to have company that you can enjoy with all the madness that's going around outside. Because it's still, it's still frustrating. Nobody likes being cooped up like this, even homebodies like me. We got to have our people time. We got to have our outside time. I can tell you 10,000 ways from Sunday how much I don't like big crowds, don't like being around people. But that's a lie. I still, to some extent, I still enjoy having company at times. And, that's what Thanksgiving is all about. So I hope everybody at least got to get some of that time in. And, thank you so much for watching. Again, Lamont, dude, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. It means the world to me. I don't know how you got 2, and I don't know how you got 2 Xbox Series X's as well. But I'm floored that you got 2, much less offered to sell me one, which was amazing. And didn't, ask for any kind of profit or anything like that. Just, it's really cool when you meet somebody else who has that mindset of like, I want to help spread the passion and I want to make sure these things go to good homes. I really, really can appreciate that, and I love and respect that kind of thing. So seriously, dude, thank you again. And yeah, let me know in the comments down below if you have any questions, anything you want me to look into, or things I've experienced with it, if you're curious, because I'd be happy to fool around with it and try things, because I know not everybody has the ability to get one at this point. But it is great, and I can't wait to see what the future holds. And I've rambled enough, so thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. I really appreciate it. I will see you next week with either Xenogears or another PlayStation 4 collection video. One of those two. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, keep on gaming.